a significant development. Canada's top police official has said that there is currently no evidence linking India to the ongoing clandestine activities or transnational repression in the country. Well, that is the big breaking news that we are getting you at this point in time, where Mike Duheme, the Commissioner of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, has said that based on the current investigation, there is no active connection between foreign interference cases and the Indian government. He stated that while cases of intimidation and harassment still exist, authorities have not been able to link them to any foreign entity at this point in time. The remarks come after years of strained ties between Canada and India. Remember, in 2023, former Prime Minister Justin Trudeau had alleged a possible involvement of Indian agents in the killing of Sikh leader Hardeep Singh Nijjar, claims that India strongly denied. Subsequently, both nations expelled diplomats amid escalating tensions. More recently, Prime Minister Mark Carney has faced criticism over efforts to reset relations with India, even as concerns over foreign interference persisted. However, officials now suggest that Canada has systems in place to detect and counter such threats, and recent engagements between leaders signal a possible thaw in relations. The latest statement from Canadian authorities could mark a turning point in diplomatic ties, through concerns around foreign interference remain under close watch. Well, this is the big breaking news that we're getting you at this point in time, a significant development that we're reporting as far as Canada's top police official is concerned, who has made a statement saying that there is no link of India to the ongoing clandestine activities or transnational repression in the country. The statement has been made by the Commissioner of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, who said that based on the current investigation, there is no active connection between foreign interference cases and the Indian government. Although he suggested that there are cases of intimidation and harassment still, but the authorities have so far not been able to link them to any foreign entity at this point in time. There is no evidence to substantiate the claims. Now, remember, in 2023, when former Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau, made a statement suggesting that there were involvement of Indian agents in the killing of a Sikh leader, Hardeep Singh Nijjar, it did lead to differences between the Canadian side and India. The claims had been strongly condemned and rejected by India. But now that Canada has come forward with its statement, with Canada's top official maintaining that there is no evidence to suggest that there are links between India and the clandestine activity, it might lead to a new thaw in relations between Canada and India. My colleague Sneha Koshi is joining me right now to get us more details. Well, Sneha, the statement that is coming in from Canada's top official could possibly indicate that now, of course, both sides, Canada and India, can perhaps bury this issue pertaining to links between India and the clandestine activity or the transnational repression in Canada, since there has been no evidence to substantiate the claim from their end.
Well, this is a big move. In fact, there's been a lot of changes since the leadership in Canada saw the change from Justin Trudeau. In fact, the latest being where you have this claim being made that there's no longer clandestine activities or transnational repression taking place in Canada. This has been said by Canada's police chief himself. This is a very big statement. If you remember what Justin Trudeau had claimed, he had claimed that how India was linked to clandestine activities against Canada, how government of India has claimed, and now what is emerging is a very clear statement that there is no clandestine activity which can be linked to government of India. These are important statements, and if we try to put this in context for that matter, Samya, it was in 2023 that Trudeau had alleged the India role in Nijjar's killing. And India had very strongly denied these allegations. It was in 2024, almost few months later, that Canada went on to even make allegations against Indian diplomats in connection to the killing of Nijjar's of Nijjar, and the accusations had connection. I mean, Canada accused India and its Indian diplomats to be connected to clandestine activities against the country, as it were. Now, Canada doing a U-turn. Ties have obviously, Samya, seen a reset over the last few months. There have been several efforts which have been made to have conversations and talks going on between the different leaderships of the country.
Absolutely, Sneha. The reset between India and Canada was visible when Prime Minister Modi and Mark Carney were in a bilateral meet here in India, in Delhi itself. And it looks like now, of course, the diplomatic ties between both the sides are on the mend. They are set to repair it. But does it mean that India stand on no involvement in whatsoever may be happening in Canada as far as the clandestine activities are concerned? India stands vindicated in their standpoint?
Well, this is India's stand. India has constantly maintained that there is no point of playing politics or bringing Canada's politics and washing its dirty linens out in the open. India has very strongly rejected in the past, not just once, several times, these allegations that have come from the soil of Canada. India has very categorically stated that India is not linked to any anti-Canada activities or any clandestine activities in the soil of Canada. And quite frankly, Samya, these were absolutely outrageous remarks coming from Canada, where the head of the nation went on to claim that the clandestine activities against Canada had links to government of India. And now a complete U-turn by Canada being done.
Absolutely, Sneha. Thank you so much for getting us all those details. We shall leave it at that for the moment.